Hi, my name is Megan Polk, and I am a literacy specialist in Nashville, Tennessee. And I am so excited to share the book with you, Finding a Friend by Traci Swain. In this story, Deep Blue is in search for friends, and as she goes throughout the ocean, she is learning valuable lessons that are all going to end up helping her in her quest for finding new friends. There are so many ways that you can incorporate this text into your classroom, and one of the key ways that I found was the use of the dialogue and the text bubbles. And while your students might have seen it in graphic novels before, it's really great coming to life in this read aloud. And so for this, the text bubbles are color-coded, and this makes it really great for students to be able to take on those actual characters. You could give this book to your students. Each of them could be one of the characters, and then you could have a narrator come back as a reader's theater and present this story to others in the classroom. Another thing that I love about this book is that it uses a lot of scientific names. And so I know when we are trying to teach students about how to solve and decode long words or words that are a little bit tricky, this book actually breaks apart those scientific names into syllables. And so it's a great way to reinforce that skill with students and allow them to know that when they get to a tricky word, they can be able to decode by syllables, just like the examples in the text. In the very back of the book, there is a fun facts section where it's going to break down the different characters in the book, and it shares some information. So you could take that one step further and have your students pick one of those ocean animals, whether it's the great white shark, whether it's the penguin, whether it's the seals, whoever they want to choose from that book. They can be able to find an animal, and they can be able to continue that research, finding facts, being able to share fun facts, and then creating a very similar poster or some type of presentation to share their knowledge with others. I know that in so many classrooms, being able to just simply draw for the art of drawing and the love of drawing, we act like there's not enough time. And so being able to allow students to illustrate maybe one of these characters and being able to label the different parts of this animal would be something that can be able to be done in the classroom. Again, they could be able to do research projects and things like that, continuing their learning and their education. And something that I love doing with students that could definitely be done with this book is thinking about which animal they want to explore. They could write that as an acrostic poem, and they can be able to either share what they learned about that animal from this book as their acrostic poem letters describing, or they could actually think about what true information can they also research to add in to their acrostic poem. Something else that's at the very end of the book is that the author actually writes a letter to the readers. And what I really, really love about that portion is that you could have your students dive into letter writing. They could write a letter to one of their best friends or about what makes a good friend. As I was reading and flipping through this and learning facts and information that I did not know before reading this book, it would be a great way to show my students, hey, I'm learning stuff for the first time. And I'm always a learner. I always can learn something new every single day. And we also can learn things by picking up a book and reading the words on a page. And so that is one big connection, is that if you read this book, I guarantee there's going to be something new that you're going to learn too. And you can tie this into your classroom with your students and show how you're a constant learner as well. This is great for social emotional learning. It's great for your different content areas, and it's great for just teaching about how we can navigate friendships. I hope you're able to add this title to your classroom library.